Imagine standing on the edge of a shoreline, looking out at an ocean that stretches past the horizon. If you had to reach the other side, do you think you could clear it in a single jump? This was the reality for the goddess Sita. She had been taken to the island of Lanka by the demon king Ravana, and a massive, churning sea was the only thing standing between her and a rescue. Hanuman stood at the very edge of those waves. He watched the endless blue expanse, knowing that the fate of the mission rested on finding a way across. No ship could sail fast enough, and no bridge existed. To save Sita, Hanuman needed to find a strength that went beyond the physical world. The monkey army stood beside him, paralyzed by the sight of the water. Looking at this intimidating gap, they saw only a barrier that was too wide to cross and too deep to survive. Amidst their despair, the wise bear Jambavan stepped forward. He walked past the doubting soldiers and spoke directly to Hanuman. Jambavan spoke of a lineage Hanuman had long forgotten, that he was Pawan Putra, the child of the wind god himself. As the words took hold, the memories of his true nature began to stir. The army watched in silence as Hanuman's posture shifted. He felt a power coursing through him that could move mountains and command the very air. Often, the hardest part of a journey is the moment we stop doubting our own footsteps and accept the encouragement of those who see our potential. With his confidence restored, Hanuman's body began to grow. He surged upward, towering over the forest and rising high into the clouds. He expanded until he stood as tall as a mountain peak. He closed his eyes to find his center. He focused his entire mind on a single goal, chanting the name of Lord Rama to fuel his resolve. He launched. The force of his jump cracked the earth and bent the surrounding trees to the ground, sending massive plumes of dust into the atmosphere as he took flight. Devotion became his engine. By placing his faith in a cause greater than himself, he transformed from a worried soldier into an unstoppable force. High above the ocean, the air whistled past. Hanuman soared across the deep blue, a tiny point of light moving against the vastness of the sea. But the crossing was not uncontested. Magical obstacles and fierce demons rose from the depths, forming a wall of shadows to knock him from the sky. Hanuman relied on both his physical strength and his quick thinking. He punched through the city's magical defenses, refusing to let any guardian slow his progress. Maintaining faith requires more than just power. It requires the bravery to face a fight and the presence of mind to navigate the hurdles that appear when we least expect them. Hanuman slipped into the city of Lanka unnoticed. Searching through the shadows, he finally found Sita, sitting desolate and alone in a guarded garden. To show he was an ally, he approached her carefully and presented a small golden ring, the signet of Lord Rama. The moment Sita saw the ring, her despair broke. The weight of her isolation lifted, replaced by a surge of relief that someone had finally found her. Even in the most isolated situations, a simple token of love can be enough to restore a person's will to endure. Hanuman stayed only long enough to offer a promise. Lord Rama was coming, and her rescue was now a certainty. He leaped back across the sea with the same incredible speed, returning to the shoreline to deliver the news that Sita was alive and waiting. When you see someone you care about in trouble, do you look at the obstacles in your way, or do you look for the strength to overcome them? When faith and self-belief lead the way, no ocean is too wide to cross, and no task is truly impossible.